The Book of Jubilees, Chapter 2. And the angel of the presence spake to Moses according to the word of Yahuwah, saying, Write the complete history of the creation, how in 6 days Yahuwah Elohah finished all his work, and all that he created, and kept Sabbath on the 7th day, and hallowed it for all ages, and appointed it as a sign for all his works. For on the first day he created the heavens which are above, and the earth, and the waters, and all the spirits which serve before him, the angels of the presence, and the angels of sanctification, and the angels of spirit of fire, and the angels of the spirit of the winds, and the angels of the spirit of the clouds, and the darkness, and of snow, and of hail, and of hoar frost, and the angels of the voices of the thunder, and of the lightning, and the angels of the spirits of cold and heat, and of the winter, and of the spring, and autumn, and of summer, and all the spirits of his creation which are in the heavens and on the earth he created, the abysses and the darkness, eventide and night, and the light dawn and day, which he had prepared in the knowledge of his heart. And thereupon we saw his works, and praised him, and lewd before him on account of all his works. For the 7 great works did he create on the first day. And on the 2nd day Yahuwah created the firmament in the midst of the waters, and the waters were divided on that day. Half of them went up above, and half of them went down below the firmament that was in the midst over the face of the whole earth. And this was the only work Elohim Yahuwah created on the 2nd day. And on the 3rd day he commanded the waters to pass from off the face of the whole earth into one place, and the dry land to appear. And the waters did so as he commanded them, and they retired from off the face of the earth into one place outside of this firmament, and the dry land appeared. And on that day he created for them all the seas according to their separate gathering places, and all the rivers, and the gatherings of the waters in the mountains, and on all the earth, and all the lakes, and all the dew on the earth, and the seed which is sown, and all sprouting things, and fruit-bearing trees, and trees of the wood, and of the garden of Eden, in Eden, and all. These 4 great works Elohim Yahuwah created on the 3rd day. And on the 4th day he created the sun, and the moon, and the stars, and set them in the firmament of the heaven, to give light upon all the earth, and to rule over the day and the night, and divide the light from the darkness. And Elohim Yahuwah appointed the sun to be a great sign on the earth for days, and for the Sabbaths, and for the months, and for feasts, and for years, and for Sabbaths of years, for jubilees, and for all seasons of the years. And it divided the light from the darkness, and for prosperity, that all things may prosper which shoot and grow on the earth. These 3 kinds he made on the 4th day. And on the 5th day he created great sea monsters in the depths of the waters. For these were the first things of flesh that were created by his hands, the fish, and everything that moves in the waters, and everything that flies, the birds, and all of their kind. And the sun rose above them to prosper them, and above everything that was on the earth, everything that shoots out of the earth, and all fruit-bearing trees, and all flesh. These 3 kinds he created on the 5th day. And on the 6th day he created all the animals of the earth, and all cattle, and everything that moves on the earth, and all this he created man, and a woman created he them. And he gave him dominion over all that is upon the earth, and in the seas, and over everything that flies, and over the beasts, and over the cattle, and over everything that moves on the earth, and over the whole earth, and over all this he gave his dominion. And these 4 kinds he created on the 6th day, and they were altogether 22 kinds. And he finished all his work on the 6th day, and that is in the heavens, and on the earth, and in the seas, and in the abysses, and in the light, and in the darkness, and everything. He gave Yahuwah, and Yahuwah gave us a great sign, the Sabbath day, that we should work 6 days, but keep Sabbath on the 7th day for all work. And all the angels of the presence, and all the angels of sanctification, these 2 great classes he had bidden us to keep the Sabbath with him in heaven and on earth. And he said unto us, Behold, I have separated unto myself a people from among all the peoples, and these shall keep the Sabbath day. And I will sanctify them unto myself as my people, and will bless them. And as I have sanctified the Sabbath day, and do sanctify it unto myself, even so I will bless them. And they shall be my people, and I will be their Eloah. And I have chosen the seed of Jacob from amongst all that I have seen, and have written him down as my firstborn son, and have sanctified him unto myself forever and ever. And I will teach them the Sabbath day, that they may keep the Sabbath thereon from all work. And thus he created therein a sign in accordance with which they should keep Sabbath with us on the seventh day, to eat and drink, and to bless him who has created all things, as he has blessed and sanctified unto himself a peculiar people above all peoples, that they should keep Sabbath together with us. And he caused his commands to ascend as a sweet savour, acceptable before him all the days. There were 22 heads of mankind from Adam to Jacob, and 2 and 20 kinds of work were made unto the seventh day. This is blessed and holy, and the former also is blessed and holy. And this one serves with that one for sanctification and blessing. And to this Jacob and his seed it was granted that they should always be the blessed and holy ones of the first testimony and law, even as he had sanctified and blessed the Sabbath day on the seventh day. Yahuwah created heaven and earth and everything that he created in 6 days, and Elohim Yahuwah made the seventh day holy for all his works. Therefore he commanded on its behalf that whoever does any work thereon shall die, and that he who defiles it shall surely die. Wherefore do thou command the children of Israel to observe this day, that they may keep it holy, and not do thereon any work, and not to defile it, as it is holier than all other days. And whoever profanes it shall surely die, and whosoever does thereon any work shall surely die eternally. That the children of Israel may observe this day throughout their generations, and not be rooted out of the land, for it is holy day and a blessed day. Everyone who observes it and keeps Sabbath thereon from all his work will be holy and blessed throughout all the days, like unto us. Declare and say to the children of Israel the law of this day, both that they should keep Sabbath thereon, and that they should not forsake it in the error of their hearts, and that it is not lawful to do any work thereon which is unseemly to do thereon their own pleasure, and that they should not prepare thereon anything to be eaten or drink, and that it is not lawful to draw water, or bring in, or take out thereon through the gates any burden, which they had not prepared for themselves on the 6th day in their dwellings. And they shall not bring in nor take out from house to house on that day, for that day is more holy and blessed than any Jubilee day of the Jubilees. On this we kept Sabbath in the heavens before it was made known to any flesh to keep Sabbath thereon on the earth. And the Creator of all things blessed it, but he did not sanctify all peoples and nations to keep the Sabbath thereon, but Israel alone, them alone he permitted to eat and drink and keep Sabbath thereon on the earth. And the Creator of all things blessed this day which he had created for blessings and holiness and a glory above all days. This law and testimony was given to the children of Israel as a law forever until their generations. And that's the end of chapter 2 of the book of Jubilees.